Take my key off.
Is that enough?
A little bit more.
Make sure you're looking good.
Okay.
Okay, good. There we are.
Get stuff out of the way.
All right, here we go.
Hold
Time
on.
to sing. And a 1, and a
Not
2,
yet.
and a 3.
Hold on. I want to say the 1, 2, 3. Here we go. In 3.
He's getting more devious.
I know. I know, I feel like
diva,
that
diva,
too,
diva.
right?
Every podcast.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Are you ready, class? 3, 2, 1.
It's the Hits 104.9 Off-Air Podcast in the South Valley. For Visalia. Okay. Hey, guys, there's hope for us in the Off-Air Podcast.
What do you mean there's hope? I'm scared.
The Kelsey brothers are trying to get $100 million for their podcast.
What? Wait,
We can
what?
easily
They're
Oh,
seeking
yeah.
they're seeking $100 million for New Heights. Yeah, their podcast.
Apparently, somebody's been reading the news.
I was.
On my favorite website.
TMZ.com, baby.
But yeah, $100 million on their new podcast, or on their podcast.
Yeah. They're trying to get $100 million.
They're shopping it around
Yeah,
to,
see?
who was it that they're shopping around to? Was it
yeah.
Amazon.
Amazon.
It's the Amazon parent company. See, look. Mm-hmm. Travis and Jason Kelsey seeking massive payday for podcast. $100 million deal.
They were already podcasting before the whole that right. That's because that's how the whole Taylor Swift thing happened.
Yeah,
right?
we need you to court Taylor Swift, Ray. We need you to
Yeah.
find her.
And then, of course, they got their own cereal coming out, too.
Yeah.
They got their own cereal. What
Well,
else? I mean,
Snoop
they
Dogg's got
a
his
lot.
own cereal.
The thing is though, podcasting, when it started to become a thing, there was no such thing as money investments or anything like that. So for me to see that kind of stuff now, it's still like,
Podcast is all about commercials.
well,
You can't do a podcast for free and then just put it up. I mean, what are you going to do to make a living?
Like right now it would stop, and then, Ray would jump in and say, with his iPhone or something.
yeah,
say,
or like,
I've got the new iPhone 15.
yeah, Domino's. I have
Yeah.
like the,
Yeah. Or whenever we're on the podcast, I use this pad of paper.
Right.
It's a wonderful pad of paper. You can get it at any retail outlet.
eat Doritos right in front of the
I mean,
camera.
think about this. I mean, what's the last podcast you've ever listened to
Right.
that didn't have a commercial?
Exactly. I mean, we could put stickers on the monitors here. We can monetize this any way we want it, guys. Kind of.
I actually do listen to podcasts. Don't do commercials and ads and stuff like that.
I like
But-
true crime
A
podcasts.
legit podcast.
Oh wow. Well, I guess it's because most of the companies now, most of these podcasts are mostly done in studios now, so I'm assuming they would have to have some kind of monetization. But if you're like someone who does it at their mom and dad's house or at grandma's house or in your bedroom, in your closet, if you got stuff to say, anyone could do a podcast. You don't need $100 million to start one. So,
No.
I don't know what would the investment go into. It's going to go into their own personal pockets, other than just studio equipment.
Yeah.
Right?
And you don't even know that. You can rent.
Well, no,
you can rent the studio equipment. You can do it on your phone, Ray.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, it's just money coming in.
Yeah.
It's their money.
Yeah. $100 million for the
So,
Kelsey brothers.
I
Anyway.
tried to put up a post earlier.
Yep.
And I put, according to women, the third most annoying thing about men is being lazy.
Yeah, I saw that.
I tell you what the other two are, but I'm too lazy.
I tell you what the other two are, but I don't feel like it
But
now
I'm-
or something like
I'm
that.
too
Yeah.
lazy, too much
Yeah.
to work, right?
Yep.
I posted it up. Facebook notification. This post may go against our community standards. Your post
Yep.
is now on Facebook, but it looks similar to posts that were removed because they don't follow the standards on hate speech. Apparently, that's hate speech.
Well,
There is no hate in that at all.
Well-
The women are going to love it.
Tell
Why?
women.
Because it's true.
I mean, you're being sexist towards yourself, Chad. That's the thing.
But that's stupid.
That's self.
Facebook, stupid. Instagram, stupid.
Yeah, well, I put a post something that came back around to me where it said I suck in the end, and I got flagged for that from Facebook.
Yeah, you threatened to beat me up or something like that. One time you got flagged for it. You
Yeah,
got
and I was
banned
down
for 3 days.
I was down for like a week or so off of that. It's like,
But there is
God.
nothing stupid in that Facebook. So I hope this video goes on to Facebook and they hear me say, Facebook, you're stupid.
Well,
Oh, and Instagram because they own both.
You got to say it's stupid. You're stupid.
Oh, and Threads, even more stupid.
It's Threads.
and the
Who
reason
goes to
why-
Threads? Does anyone really go to Threads very often?
I've been starting. It goes up and down. Like sometimes Threads gets exciting once in a while, but then yeah,
Yeah, I haven't noticed
It's
anything
an-
exciting.
I have not been on the Threads, even though stuff like posts, like even from the radio stations, goes to Threads.
Yeah.
But that's because Instagram made it where it now goes to Threads.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Instagram is doing its its due diligence by linking everything to Threads now. So now, now it's all connected even more efficiently.
Yeah, because Zuckerberg's trying to press everybody to Threads because he wants that to be the next big thing.
But nobody knows. Nobody goes to it. I've never heard anybody go, "Oh, I saw this on Threads."
Nope.
It's either Instagram, it's either on Facebook, Twitter, or TikTok.
Exactly.
No Threads.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the reason why your stuff
Or
is
Truth
taken
Social.
down, Chad, like that for those community guidelines is because they have going back to the whole advertisement and money thing. They got people that they don't want like to upset.
Well, I put it back. I went ahead and said ignore or delete post. I put ignore. So it's up there.
So I watch TikTok. There's a lot of ladies on TikTok that I don't know if they're like trying to attract guys because they're talking our language, or if it's just because there's one that's a wife and she's like trying to give out advice because I don't know, she's smart. She's smart. It's great. She starts each TikTok with the same slogan she's got, and it's great. and she's like trying to talk to the girls, and she's like, if you guys are out there, talking to a guy and he's hardworking guy and he's a blue collar guy and you don't make him breakfast, or you don't if you just like lay in bed all day and don't do anything, don't clean the house, and he comes home and he's mad at you for no reason at all. Yeah, he's mad at you because you don't do anything.
You haven't done anything.
Oh, it's great. She's wonderful, and there's a bunch of them on there.
No,
I love that.
The queen should not have to do anything.
Says King Chad.
Just
Says King
saying.
Chad.
So,
Says King Chad.
I mean, people on TikTok, especially now that if they just live stream, if it's mostly just girls just live streaming stuff, they could just sit there and guys would just flock onto streams like that.
TikTok after dark.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Seriously,
TikTok
like after
I'm lying?
dark.
Yeah,
No, it's
after
your thing.
After like 9 o'clock, it's like
Oh, it gets wild.
Oh yeah. Well, there's girl DJs and they're just
No,
sitting there
I don't mean
spinning
anything
tunes.
like that.
It's literally just girls just in
It
there.
can be turned into X-rated at times.
Oh, I haven't seen any of that. I haven't gone down TikTok after dark then. So
Yeah.
I've been seeing girl DJs because my stuff is all, my algorithm's all DJ stuff. So there's girl DJs and then there's girls that are just playing music like girls that are in my demo. She's playing songs and then she's taking requests and all this stuff and it's crazy the numbers that they're getting and they're just asking for badges and all that
Gifts,
stuff.
yeah.
And all kinds of stuff. And then you scroll along, and then there's just somebody with a sign that says, "Make me laugh, and then I'll talk," or something.
Yeah. Or they'll just sit there. There's this one girl actually who's kind of blowing up on TikTok right now. She always pops in my feed, but I don't remember what her username is. It's literally like her just standing there, and she's like, "If you donate a gift, I'll bend over."
Oh, yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah. Well, there's this one where the guy walks up on her. It's his wife, and she's bent over, and he slaps her on the butt every time. He's got her on camera. She's bent over. He slaps her on the butt, and she's like, "Again?"
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you've never seen TikTok after dark, be prepared, be careful.
But then, Chad, I was going to let you know, too, there's always Twitter. If you feel unsafe on Facebook about posting your opinions, there's always Twitter.
There's always
I'm cool
Elon.
on Twitter. At least that's free speech over there. You don't have to worry about this. Oh, I'm going to regulate you, what you can say, what you can't say. Oh, but by the way, I'm not a publisher. Yeah, let's not go there, Zuckerberg. Bring it.
So I was watching an interview with Elon, and Elon was on with this guy, and he's like, "Hey, the only reason I'm talking to you is because you requested an interview with me. You're on X, and that's it. That's the only thing is you requested an interview with me, and you're on Twitter, you're on X with me, and that's all there is to it." Because he was starting to get a little, he was trying to dig a little bit with Elon, and he was just like, "Hey man, the only reason I'm talking to you is because you requested to talk to me, and you're a member of my social media."
Yeah, I'm
Crazy.
I'm very active on Twitter, and it's mostly just because I like finding like all the nostalgia stuff. A lot of people post a lot of nostalgia stuff on Twitter.
Well, let's think about it. People always making fun of Twitter, always bash Twitter, stuff
Or
like
X,
that.
yeah.
Let's see here. When now a possible former president, Biden, where did he go to make his announcement that he was stepping aside?
Yeah,
That's right, Twitter.
it's because it's one of those platforms where I believe it'll never go away. It used to be like, what was that other one? There used to be another like Snopes and what was the other one where it's like it's just local?
Snopes is where you go to find out. Isn't Snopes where you go to find out if something's true or not?
Yeah.
There, true or not.
Well, yeah. But
I mean-
that's why all the public figure stars, everybody uses. That's where they go to talk.
It's the fastest. It's the fastest way to get something out as quick as possible, and then plus it's their notification system is probably top tier still. So I understand why Elon bought it, but it also in a way I think it's slowly starting to work in his favor because in the beginning it was pure chaos. For at least a few months.
But it wasn't chaos for everybody. It was only certain people that it was chaos for.
He was letting everybody go. He was letting everybody go because he was cutting budgets everywhere because he saw where people were just doing nothing for $100,000 salary every year.
You didn't need this department. You didn't need this department. What were they there for? I mean, that's business.
Mm. But now everything's kind of back to the way it's supposed to be, and it's still the platform I visit the most, other than Instagram and TikTok.
Yep.
And you can see what's trending.
Yep, that's
people
true.
are always on there, no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, people bash it like crazy,
Like
but they're on there.
Like the one thing I saw on Twitter too, which happened, what was it, on Saturday, was the shooting over on Rookies. That's where I found all the details about that incident. If you guys didn't know about that, I don't know if you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys know about it.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it that morning.
Yeah.
That led me to this one question: which bar is safe in Visalia? I feel like every place has at least had one incident.
There's
feel
a
like-
lot of safe bars around
I feel
here.
like Republic is safe now. I haven't seen any bad stuff going on there.
Well-
And there's security outside. I know everything's not always reported,
Exactly.
but it seems like everything is pretty mellow there. I mean, I don't know, but and there's I was just telling you the other day. I was like, haven't heard anything about the fifth quarter lately, but I mean, it's up for sale. So
they're trying
not-
to keep it clean.
they're not
so.
doing much at nighttime, probably. And the old bar over here is
Yeah,
now
but
a
what
restaurant.
kind of bars are you talking about?
I guess any bar. I guess. Well,
You can go to a
Well-
Applebee's. You can go to Buffalo
well.
Wild Wings.
Okay. Let
I mean,
me
those are
let me
bars.
rephrase that. Let me rephrase that.
Sports bars.
Or a place where you can just, I guess, dance. Like where is the club vibe in Visalia?
There's only really one Club Vibe one, and that would be Republic.
Uh-huh.
Rookies at times. I mean, they'll have like bands playing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Crawdaddies.
Yeah, Crawdaddies.
But like, people around here will go to like Double L to go either pregame, then go out, or after they're tired of the other places, they'll go to Double L.
Mm.
Just go sit down and have drinks.
Pre-game or wrap up at Double L.
So you're
Basically.
saying, Chad,
That hasn't
this
changed.
is the perfect opportunity for us to start a club.
No,
I
because what happened at Rookies, I don't want to
don't
happen.
want nothing to do with it.
yeah,
There's a reason why I don't go downtown at night. Nope. Will not catch me downtown. Why? Because I don't want to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah, you need a big ass budget for security if you have a
Have
nightclub.
a club.
Because this is
Why-
not the first time there.
Nope.
It's not going to be the last time.
No.
Whatever happened to all the spots on Mooney? I remember there used to be tons of spots on Mooney, and they all just dissipated.
They're
Yeah.
all downtown now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Barrel House, safe place.
Well, that's why.
Stacked, safe place.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the reason why, you're just talking about social media. It's part of the reason why there are no nightclub bars because social media.
Mm.
That's how people are meeting these, you're on Tinder.
It's just such a weird. It's just a weird thing for me because sometimes like that's the only thing I hear about these clubs. It's not just because of like, something happened over at Republics or something happened at Rookies. But I'm like, it's always like a stabbing, shooting.
You get alcohol involved in anything, and there's going to be weird stuff because people react differently. Like some people are happy drunks, and other people are not happy at all, and they turn into real jackasses.
It can be anything. I mean, people having beef with each other, stuff like that. I mean, we don't know any full story about what even happened, too. All we know is one person lost her life, 2 others were hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's all we know.
I mean, I see people fighting online too. Is it the establishment's part or fault, or is it just the people that went in there's fault?
And it's not just
if it's at the establishment, quite often it might lead you to one way. But then again, you can't blame the owner because you can't just like tell people, "Oh, you can't come in."
Right.
I mean, you can't refuse service, but what would be the backlash if you told the wrong person they can't come in?
And it's not just the nightclubs. I mean, I was in the ER with my mom the other night at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they had like 3 people that got shot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just crazy out there right now.
Well, Avens too. They said, "Oh yeah, crime might be going down. Burglaries are going up. Burglaries are higher.
Carjackings.
Burglaries at like Targets and stuff like that are up higher than before the pandemic.
Yeah, and carjackings. There's been quite a few of those going on lately too.
There's gonna be bad people everywhere.
Yeah,
you just got to be careful. And I mean,
beware of your surroundings. And
yeah, I mean, and if you don't feel right there, go, leave.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
it's just weird. It's just a weird time. Weird time. So you just don't know what's going to happen, man. Just don't know what's going to happen. You walk outside.
I mean, look at the bad drivers that've been driving since
Oh my God,
2020. People are
major
horrible.
accident every single day.
Because I always think it's 2020 when all the the
people stopped driving.
The non-essentials were at home.
Yep.
I mean, I missed that time of the pandemic. Non-essentials.
Yep.
Go back home and learn how to drive.
Yeah, go back home and work from there. And let me tell you, it's not just in Visalia. I drove up to Modesto area last weekend too, and people are driving like bats out of hell. Like they'll
pull out in front of you.
Well, it's like they've been playing video games. They played video games for so long that they just get in and they just step on the gas and go, and there is no brake. They're just like zoom, 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 zoom.
For me, it's more people are pulling out in front of you, pulling out like at a stoplight or something like that. I mean, people are.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, and they're not paying attention. And you see them texting and driving. Girl was doing her makeup yesterday as I was coming to work.
Wow.
As she was driving down the road. And I was like, I wish I could get my camera out right now and take a picture of this.
The other day, I was going down Lovers Lane, get ready to turn left on the Noble to head like to Walmart.
Uh-huh.
Get ready. Car went in front of me. I started going. An old lady comes rolling through the red light right there where I got my accident at, basically.
Yep.
And she got mad at me because I honked at her ass.
That's what I started to say.
I'm like, get the hell out of the way, Grandma. And then I had another lady. I was turning from Lover's Lane on the Noble, but to head home. And she was in the straight lane. I was in the turn lane. She started turning right with me.
So
I keep telling you, avoid that intersection.
Yeah, I know.
At all costs.
But it's kind of hard when you have stupid ass drivers.
I know.
That's one. That's also something you should probably put on Facebook too. Just say that you don't want no old people on driving. On the road.
I wait a good 3 seconds before I pull out into any freaking intersection because at least once a week.
It doesn't matter even on 3 seconds.
At least once a week, somebody freaking barrels through an intersection.
Or
look at mine. Mine was 6 seconds after the light turned red.
Yeah, I know.
Please,
I know.
Everyone, use your turn signals too. Please.
Oh,
that's
don't even go
it's because of Chad. It's because Chad doesn't use his turn signals.
You're damn right. What's turn? Whatever.
Otherwise, he's a fairly safe driver. He's a fairly safe driver. Other people in the building, they're off in dreamland, not paying attention, Ray. So
I know
you put your life in your hands with some people in the building. Just let me tell you that.
Please.
Some of them drive bumper cars.
Yeah, bumper cars.
That's from someone who commutes every day. Please, just be cautious.
I drove up that way the other day, and I do not envy your commute, Ray. I do not. Mm-hmm. Do not envy your commute. I saw all the cops out there. They were all out Saturday. Mm-hmm.
So John, the former owner of the salad shop,
yes,
get ready to start
his next deal.
New something. I don't know what it is yet.
I saw that tease.
Apparently, we're going to find out tomorrow.
Are you leaking some information to us?
Chad?
We're going to find out tomorrow. He said 1 day away. He said it's not Christmas yet, but tomorrow's going to be a present.
Ooh, I saw the tease on it.
He started following me on Instagram. He's got a new account and he's following me on. And he's getting ready to announce
isn't it like what's John doing next or John's
like
next venture or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does next.
Yes. He had good success with the salad shop. Yeah. I love going there.
It started over there by Roller Town and moved all the way to downtown Visalia.
Yeah.
And Crawdaddy's still for sale.
Maybe he'll make a combination pizza, taco, and burger shop. That would be like the ultimate.
Nah,
you walk in and
I'd be okay with that. Give me a one-stop shop, please. I was thinking about that today.
It'd probably be like a potato shop.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Loaded potatoes.
Yeah. Well, that's what he had. He had loaded potatoes over there at the salad shop.
Not like real loaded potatoes. He had the salad shop loaded potatoes.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I had the tri-tip from there one time. Wasn't a big fan of it.
I haven't tried it there. No, I never tried it there. Wasn't a big fan, huh?
Avoid it.
Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. Good to
But
know.
I mean, if I wanted like a tri-tip salad, Bravo Farms is where I would go.
So
Oh, Bravo Farms. I was just telling Ray because I drove up his way towards Coalinga the other day and avoided at all costs on the weekends. Let me tell you, I was just getting gas. And that place was a freaking madhouse. Madhouse. I just drove in to get some gas and I went into the little mart area and I opened the door. And the line was at the door. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to stand in a line this long to get. And I look around because up and down and around. And this deli. Everyone wants a tri-tip sandwich.
yeah,
So I was like, okay.
he's talking about the gas station right by Harris Ranch.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was like, there's no Bravo Farms there, but yeah, Harris Ranch.
Harris Ranch.
Harris
Sorry.
Ranch, yeah.
Sorry,
the
Bravo
resort.
Farms. I love you. But Harris
Apparently
Ranch.
not.
But Harris Ranch. So I looked to my right and I was like, oh, there's the cashier's right there. And I was like, can I get some gas? And she's like, oh yeah. How much do you know? I'm like, okay, good. But must have been 60 people in that little place.
Yeah, if that's the place in town from if you live in Coalinga or in Avenel or Huron, if you want like the premium like freshly cut meat, that's where you go. You could drive 15 minutes out of town or 10 minutes out of town just to go get that special meat.
Well, she asked me
I
if
got a BL.
it was frozen. What was frozen? They had the frozen meat there on the counter. She's like, "Did you need some meat from the counter too?" I was like, "No, I'm good." It was all the deli stuff.
Yeah.
It was all tri-tip that they wanted.
Over the weekend, the family and I, we went gambling up at Table Mountain, and we went to Pismo's, and Pismo's absolutely loved it. And the inside, they got the fish market. They got all the fresh fish, stuff like that. Freaking amazing.
You can go to the buffet.
They only got a buffet open like one day a week up there.
Oh,
Casinos don't have buffets because of COVID.
oh,
But Eagle Mountain has it like 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
They finally brought that back because I think a lot of them were testing it. Chick Chansey is the only one that has a buffet all the time now.
Chick Chansey used to have
But they all got rid of buffets because of COVID.
Chick Chansey used to have a great
Tachi
buffet.
also has a buffet too, but
Nope.
Don't
They got rid of it. They got rid of it during COVID. So during the remodel, they got a food court upstairs, food court downstairs, and
Yeah.
they got the restaurants. No more
Yeah.
buffets.
That's right. Yeah.
Chick Chansey used to have a great buffet, though. Let me tell you.
But now it's better. Now they got prime rib Fridays and Saturdays or something like that. Oh yeah.
Nice. Wow.
So like they're the only one with a legit all the time buffet. Everywhere else is only experimenting with it basically. Like Eagle Mountain's like 3 days a week, and then Table Mountain's like 1 day a week.
So you went back down to Fresno to Pismo's in?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now I'm hungry, guys. Now I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
Well,
Yeah.
it was right down the road from it.
Yeah, yeah,
Once you get out
yeah.
of Bryant.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's another podcast.
Wow.
There's a lot packed into that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there was.
We had a lot to say because I was just frustrated about this weekend, man.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, I just feel bad for people who, I'm all about like the club fun vibes, that's what I just miss. And
Yeah, the fun vibe,
I mean,
and then
you
it
can
turns
go
into
have fun. Just
watch yourself.
yes,
Be
like
careful,
I said,
Ray.
if you don't feel comfortable, if something's giving you the vibe of I'm getting out of here, get the heck out.
mm-hmm.
And like I said, don't always blame it on the establishment either. It's not always their fault, stuff like that. It's
Yeah, some
we
stuff.
all got to get together and love each other. Not love each other, but love each other.
Love.
Yeah. Stop fighting. Stop all this crap. It's got to go.
On the next podcast, we're going to talk about me and Chad's new business idea on the Gentleman's Club.
Really? You have a
Yes.
gentleman's club. There's a lot of love going on at gentlemen's
That'll be-
clubs.
yes.
What gentleman club?
Oh, I'll tell you about that once we go to the bank, Chad.
All you can eat gentleman's club?
Ray and Chad's all-you-can-eat buffet and gentlemen's club.
They got
Yes.
that's in Reno. That's old.
Yeah,
It's called the Gentleman's Club.
yeah.
We need one here. though,
Not in
Chad.
California.
No, not gonna work here.
They'll have to go over in Farmersville, over next to the weed shops. That's all I gotta
I'm trying to
tell
go
you.
there. I mean, we had the one here in Visalia by the cell yard that time.
Yeah, it's close enough out there to Farmersville.
Oh, it doesn't exist anymore.
I know
they
it
just turned
doesn't.
back into poker, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I know. And they're selling cars out in the front
They
of
did
it
poker
too.
in the front, stripping in the back.
No,
Yeah,
it'll be on Industrial Drive. We'll be right by the Amazon packing spot. That's where it'll be.
so
at.
once everyone gets off
Well,
work, they can go
yeah.
by the strip club.
I know we were saying goodbye on the podcast, but anyhow.
Right?
Right.
So, I mean, I went up to Fresno, and I was like, oh, there's Hustlers, because,
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
right there.
Uh-huh.
And then on the way back, I was like, oh, I remember in Goshen, driving through Goshen, I'm like, oh, I remember Wild Willie's used to be out here and how much of a stink they put up to put a sex shop in Goshen.
Still there, aren't they?
No.
Oh, they closed down?
Long time ago.
Because the building and the sign
The
and stuff
building's
is still
still
there.
Building and signs are there for a smoke shop. Wild Willie's went out of business years ago.
Oh, okay. But I thought it sure said Wild
that's
Willie
an
still.
opportunity for us, Chad. We need to discuss this.
Oh, God.
Next podcast.
Next podcast.